Today was good. It was a very long day. Today was probably one of the most efficient days we've had thus far. Despite all of the second cameraman who didn't show up, and despite the equipment that was loaned to us incomplete, and so we're missing pieces. Which is great. And then, because we didn't have a second cameraman, we ended up taking this documentary camera and turning it around, and Ethan Meyer
dropping on the rocks.
Ethan Meyer ran second camera for us today. Very good job.
And
he did a fantastic job. Ethan Meyer has not only been doing a fantastic job with these video diaries, but he also kicked ass on filming tonight. So we love him, and we're going to incorporate him tomorrow morning as well. Or you. Well, not you, because you're watching this, but you're watching at home on a computer.
The point is, I don't know if you guys at home can tell the difference in all of our attitudes, but we are actually moving and animated and not just moping around somebody's couch. Today was the most successful day we've had in a very, very long time.
It was a good day.
It was a great day, and I don't know how it worked out the way it did, other than, you know, everybody kicks ass. Because we had so many snags come up, we had so many people let us down, so many things that happened that should have put us out by hours. But
we stayed on schedule. We wrapped on time for once.
We actually did, they did some rewrites last night. We did more today than was actually scheduled, and we still met the bigger schedule, which, you know, a lot of times it's hard for us to meet just the regular schedule.
Eric jammed another scene in on us today, but it actually worked out really well. He's got a vision that I've never seen before in my life, and it's working out very well.
The second setup was a support group scene in a large sanctuary. So while we were shooting, we had PAs and grips moving We had Adam Bolweg, our lead grip. He was moving massive amounts of chairs, a couple hundred chairs out of the way, and then we set up a circle for our support group scene. Photography-wise, this is probably one of my favorite scenes visually. I mean, really excited to see how this cuts together. A lot of dollies and moves, and the thing about it is visually it represents, you know, roulette table, you know, going around and around, and all the dollies go the same direction. The whole movie is filled with a lot of spinning photography, with a lot of, you know, rings and other circular motifs. So it was fantastic. This man did brilliant photography.
Kessler, go here.
There? Okay. Just remember, it's got to mirror the suicide room. Everybody has to be in the exact same place they are going to be.
Right, I'm putting them at 90 degrees.
Okay.
Dean, Sonny,
Amy, Kessler.
Kessler.
This day was not necessarily all about page length. It was all about camera setups. It was all about camera movements. It was all about complicated setups. And I think, considering we were down a cameraman, we did fantastic work. I mean, not only did we have this big scene, we had to light a whole sanctuary scene with four lights. Not to mention, we're also wrangling about 15 extras and having some kind of snacks and food and stuff for 15 extras. We had 10 minutes literally to feed our crew. We ordered 20 burgers from McDonald's. They shorted us 5, which really screwed us over. So thanks, McDonald's. Yeah.
And I actually had a decent number of extras actually turn up percentage-wise, much better than the last one. And
every one of the extras I talked to was very excited. They can't wait for the next project. They're asking everyone for their contact information, handing out cards left and right. So today was the best day to actually come through with our schedule because it made an impression on a bunch of local actors and a bunch of people who are going to start talking now.
The extras were really, really awesome for us. Everybody just came in, did a great job, pulled off the performances, and with such ease everybody got along. It was really an awesome, just fun-loving set today, so that was kind of fun.
A bunch of the extras pitched in and helped us put chairs back because they knew we were on a time crunch, so that was great.
Very appreciated.
You know, they're not getting paid or anything, and they still put in extra.
Excuse me.
Hello, my name is Dominique Spencer.
Well, my name is Tori Gates.
Hi, I'm Dana Briscoe.
My name is Mike Rossiter.
My name is Nick Cornelison.
My name is Alex Krauso.
Okay, my name is Norman Outlaw.
My name's Alex Levitsky.
My name's Chuck.
Okay, my name's Amy Friedman, and I played Tracy Adler in the scene we shot tonight.
I'd like to comment on our lead supporting actor for the night, Amy. What was her last name?
Amy Friedman.
Amy Friedman. She did a fantastic job. We really felt like we were in the support group. I mean, it felt very, very natural.
All of our supporting stars between George Stover and Amy Friedman. I mean, and then even the extras were great. Everybody. I mean, you know, we had Dana Briscoe, who drove 100 miles.
Oh heck no, I'm in the sticks.
Scene today was a group therapy meeting for a suicide prevention group. So in this case, I was probably more of a concerned manic depressive. You know, I pulled it off, brought my gloomy face in, and with 4 principal actors and 16 extras in a circle.
Today's shooting went by very smoothly, very quickly. That was the first time I seen dolly grips get from point A to point Z really fast, so I was quite pleased.
I'm getting home pretty early than what I expected I should be getting home.
I've had a number of shoots when I did this years ago that you know, people were constantly calling line, and this went really well.
The very first movie I was ever in was Hair, the movie Hair that Milos Forman directed back in the 70s. I was in high school, and they had an open call. And you can actually see me in Hair at the very end. There's this big crowd scene, and there's all these people singing Let the Sunshine In, and I'm up on a guy's shoulders who's 6'7", so you can see me in the crowd. They actually zoom in, and I'm like going, let the sunshine in, and I'm 16 years old. Something like that. So that was my first film experience.
It was the first time that I've had all 3 of the leads in the same room acting together. I mean, it's felt like 3 different movies we've been shooting so far, and tonight, suddenly it all seemed to come together.
It's kind of surreal for us because, you know, we're seeing these stories as they go, and it's kind of like everything's happening in front of us.
Today was the first day that me and Will and Allie were all in the same scene at one time, and it actually felt like we were making the same movie together, and not just 3 different movies that we were all talking about.
I'd like to give a shout out to our crew. That means Zach, that means Adam, that means Katie, that means Truck, that means Ethan pitching in on the camera. I mean, everybody jumped in, and I couldn't have done this today without them. He couldn't have done this today without them. They are really sort of, you know, the backbone of the entire project. We can't make with the art with the
As always, I want to give a special shout out to Brian Andrus. The guy does absolutely everything that is needed and more than that.
And never complains.
Never complains.
Never complains.
Pretending that you weren't just an extra or your band wasn't in it, would you be intrigued to see Roulette otherwise?
Oh, absolutely.
I think the way they have it set up and all the different characters and the way everything I think is going to turn out is going to be really, really cool.
My interest is piqued.
It sounds to me like it will be something that I appreciate, and I'm pretty picky at this stage of the game about what movies I like.
It's very intriguing, and it could happen to any one of us.
When I was reading the script, I couldn't put it down. I read it all at once because I couldn't stop reading it. So I think it's going to be a very cool movie.
And Russian roulette, as we all know, is a dangerous game to play, so I'll take my chances.
Now, not to put you guys on the spot, but you are producers, and the most famous person out of Rosedale, Baltimore is Stacy Keibler. Why is she not in this movie, and why is she not in this scene?
Who's it?
So, thoughts on the director and executive producer leaving before you guys?
I think it's bullshit, to be honest with you. I mean, there's still gear laying all in the street.
Yeah.
They're ready to have us hauled off in cuffs because we're still hanging out.